and it's back to 2K. Today I could not get into any FIFA. My son was just not feeling like putting up with me, so I didn't get in there, but I do want to get into some FIFA this week, get some practice in, and redeem myself. The Aussie contingent, they're all good FIFA players. I let them down, getting destroyed 6-zip last time we played FIFA. So we sold one Isaiah Thomas, not the other. We'll put him out there for 12 hours as it's late night now in the US. Probably a good thing we switched games. My son is making some noise, tilting his head back and forth. So we'll play with Harden now. Try to stop on a good card. We get Monte Ellis, former Golden State star. Throwback card for Monte. And we get an Emerald to round it out. It's McGinnis. McGinnis played so long ago, even this old guy doesn't remember when he played. Fear the beard. I have a goatee. I don't know how guys like Harden are able to have a beard that long. It would just drive me nuts with the itchiness. Maybe you get used to it, I guess, but I don't think I could sleep well with that big beard. And we're searching for matches like we do all the time here in 2K. Surprised it didn't take too long to get a match in Madden. That was good. Those games loaded up pretty quick for us. Looks like 2K emailed me that locker code for Paul George, I think it is. Making sure it's the same one I got posted. Yep, it is. We're going to play against Iguodala, Sonny Weems, and Esther Nova. I'm looking through my email as we let this load up. Here we go, back to 2K. Harden to McGinnis. Monte, everybody's getting to touch the ball here for a second. We're nice like that. Share alike. Harden from the corner, and it's through. Sonny Weems to the hole. Lays it up and in. Ellis to Harden. And the beard has no fear attacking with left hand dunk. Iguodala's got it for our opponent. Iggy from the corner. That's going to drop. It's tied at 3. Monte in the corner. Back rim and through. Cycles around and they miss the jumper. Harden with the rebound. And McGinnis can't hit the open free throw line jump shot. That's disappointing. We might not let him shoot it too much more after that. So Chaos, you guys playing FIFA tonight? I haven't heard any FIFA updates about you guys scoring goals, making saves. Haven't seen much of Canoe tonight either. Maybe he's busy on Valentine's Day. At least it's wrapping up here in the US. Throws a lob to himself. That was pretty. Ellis sets up the big fella, rolling to the rack. Apparently McGinnis can shoot a little bit. We might try it later on in this match. We're up by 4. Seahawks and Team Mike Pitlit. Yeah, my son's kind of fussing around a bit. I'm giving him a pacifier as X Vita X commits the reach and foul. And McGinnis rattles one through. Up by 5. Iggy's got the handle. And they'll dunk it off the feed. And he decides to pause the game. We launch with Harden. Bit offline, but it's going in. And another reach and foul by our opponents. He decides to pause the game again. And he decided to quit. We like that. Baby's rubbing his eyes. Not sure if he's going to wake up right now or not. We will get our flips right now. We'll get a Kings jersey. We didn't have that one yet. We get the ad card. Got plenty of those. And we get a tech. So that wasn't too exciting. Let's go look and see if there's something to snipe. It's not that John Wall. My son seems like he's coming awake, so I'll probably give him a few ounces of milk and pause the stream to return in a few minutes. Good thing we got out of Madden. We wouldn't have got through it too well. We're going to look through these real quick before he's fully awake. It's not easy being a baby, apparently. But we'd make it as easy as we can on him. We'll look through these lockdown defenders. For a deal. Don't see any there. We'll look through the moments for a second. Yeah, the VC's slowly coming up. I think I'll save up and get us a box. See if we can't get something good out of it. Afraid I'm gonna have to jump off stream here for a few minutes. I'll leave it flowing, but he's gonna need some attention. We're looking for some cheap mistake cards. Hershey Hawkins way down on the market. The card usually goes for quite a bit more. But there's a lot of them out there, so I don't want to get stuck on Hershey. Okay, so I'm going to hit pause here, Chaos. I don't know if anybody else is watching at the moment, but appreciate you hanging out. And I'll see you in a few minutes if you're still free. And we are back. That took a minute. We found Chris Bosch sitting out there for $2,000. We like free money, so we bought him out. It's KD up now. We wanted that pink diamond to come out with Kevin. Not going to get it. We get J.R. Smith instead. And we'll look through. Try to stop the wheel on something good. We're going for that amethyst. And we're going to get a double amethyst look here. And it's Isaiah Thomas. So here we go. It's kind of a quiet night. Glad that Chaos is still hanging out with us. I guess the FIFA boys are busy with other things this evening. Fresh at F City must have headed to sleep, but it's all good. We get Isaiah Thomas, that's right. The amethyst Isaiah should be pretty good from deep. Yeah, this is a good lineup, so hopefully I won't mess it up too badly and we can get the W. It took me a little longer that time because I had to walk around the house with my son in my arms till he would burp, because if we set him down without burping him, he gets mad. He feels that little gas bubble in his stomach. So he finally did it. So I'm back now. Going to try to do some entertaining things here in the blacktop mode if we can get a match. And let's go through the pick and win just for the heck of it. I went with the Cavs, Spurs, Celtics, Pistons, Bucks, Raptors, Rockets, Grizzlies, Nuggets, Suns, Jazz, Thunder, Warriors, and the Clippers. Those are the winners tonight, if I know what I'm doing. Trying to grind out to 55,000 MT, or excuse me, VC, so we can rip open a box. Last year you could open boxes with the MT. This year you can only do it with the VC. And I don't usually play my career to earn any VC, so got to do it with the app. Let's try backing it out and launching it again. We got shooters everywhere with the squad. We just want to play. I'm looking at my career player through the app. His career earnings, 3,436 VC. So I'm doing most of my damage in the app, playing the mini games. We're going to play against Hornacek, Donyell Marshall, and J.R. Smith. Donyell Marshall is the origin of the DonyellFreak name. This guy's got a scary looking logo. And that Hornacek is the new All-Star Weekend card. Came out in packs today. It's got custom uniforms as well. So we're going to get into it with this guy. We both have a J.R. Smith. He has the better J.R. We have the better club. His team name is We Will Find You. This guy is trying to be creepy, and he's doing a good job at it. We don't care. We get the green release with Kevin Durant. And we're off and running. Here goes Hornacek, a little elevation sensation with Jeff Hornacek. Don't remember him throwing down many dunks in his playing career, but he can in this game. Isaiah out to Kevin, sets his feet, drops in another bomb from the outside. Donyell Marshall to inbound. Donyell's a nice guy. He thanked me on Twitter for being a fan when I tweeted at him a few weeks back. He's coaching some small college team. J.R. Smith can't hit for our opponent as we bring it up court with Isaiah Thomas to Smith to KD. We're looking for an open shooter. It's Durant, it's Green, and it's good. Kevin playing lights out. Or lights on if they keep turning green. Hornacek off the screen from Donyell Marshall. It's out to Donyell, mid-range jumper. It's going to rattle out. Smith pulls that rebound. He's got KD open for a second. Try to drive it. Didn't work out. Here goes Smith. LeBron's buddy with the dunk. And we're up 7-1. Hornacek kicks it out. Smith to Donyell with the rim rock. Marshall played a few seasons with the Warriors. Came over for Tom Gugliotta. Gugliotta had came to Golden State for Chris Webber. Webber forced the trade out of Golden State. Put the franchise into a bad state of affairs for many seasons. That started with the Webber deal. And I got some terrible internet lag there. Thought I was going to disconnect. Might have been me, might have been my opponent. I don't know what caused it, but next thing I know, he steals the ball and hits a two-pointer. But it seems like we're back and running smooth for the time being. So we're weaving the ball in and out. Here goes J.R. Smith. He gathers and lays it up and in with that left hand. Walking Canoe's here. I thought maybe Canoe and Beanstalk were pretty busy tonight. I've seen both of you guys momentarily here and there, but it's good to see you. Chaos has been hanging out most of the night with us. I was wondering if you guys are going to be getting into FIFA this evening. Smith has the ball. Get it over to Marshall. To Durant, guarded by Marshall. Isaiah Thomas. He's going to find Durant. He's going to elevate, slam that home. Oh, that's right. He did say you were training for soccer. And now I know that you're good on the pitch and on FIFA. So it's not just a video game thing for you. Actually getting out there, doing your thing. The walking canoe. Getting in some practice. He'll be starring in the next match. J.R. Smith and Durant passing it back and forth. Shot clock's getting low here. Durant to Bellis out. Front rim and out. And we get the steal. Durant's ahead of the pack. He's going to elevate and throw that in with the 180. Rim rocker. Playing against that all-star Hornacek that just came out. Can't leave Donyell Marshall. He could shoot it. He did have a tie for the NBA record of 3 points made in one game. He was tied with Kobe with 12 makes. Then Steph Curry broke the record with 13. Smith to Hornacek. Hornacek to the rack. Left-hand layup is good. I haven't opened any of the All-Star packs. I was excited to see what was in them. So I went to the auction house to look up the All-Star cards, and I see a lot of Hornaceks and Bellinellis and stuff that I don't want. So I'm just not that excited to go drop 10,000 MT for one pack and get stuff like that. Those diamonds are great though. It'd be great to have the Dwight Howard or Blake Griffin. And we launch with Durant. It's off the rim. We got Kedwin Ramos here from Puerto Rico as this match is getting tight. Smith hits a 2-pointer from deep. It's just a 1-point lead. Has anybody else opened the All-Star packs? Have you opened up any, Kedwin? And we launch it with KD. That's going to go in. Hornacek with that behind the back dribble. It's calling for the screen action. It's over to J.R. Smith. He's guarded by a lesser version of himself. And we commit the foul. This guy's jerseys say he is behind you with that creepy wide-eyed guy that he has on his avatar. He's doing all he can to be a distraction and be a little bit scary at the same time. Not going to work. We're not afraid. J.R. Smith to the rim with the dunk. And we get a miss out of his J.R. Smith. We could close out with a 2-point make. JR working on himself, not doing so well with that. We'll call a screen over here. Here goes KD. Elevation sensation with that 2-hand rip behind his back. Yeah, I agree with you, buddy. You can go buy an amethyst that you want. Yao Ming, Rip Hamilton, Rudy Gobert. They're all in that low 10,000 range. And we get the victory. Durant had a big game. And let's go see what we get off the pick board. I was hoping those packs would be 3,500 MT. I might rip a few if they give us a discount on All-Star Weekend, if they make it like 25% off. I still know it's not a good value, but it's always a temptation to think you're going to get something great out of it. Elevation sensation is what the Warriors announcer Tim Roy says a lot on the radio broadcast, so it's just something that pops into my head. I probably overuse it and get on your guys' nerves with it, but it's what I think of when we get a nice dunk. So we got a few cards on the auction house. We don't have a lot of MT to work with, so yeah, this Kevin Durant plays a lot better than the Ruby. Sometimes I've upgraded and I feel like it's really marginal. This one handles better. Seems like he's faster and he's easier to shoot with from deep. So I really like this Amethyst Durant. He did come with a handful of badges. Let me show them to you up close before we launch this next game as we draft Kenny Anderson. I'll back out and go to the lineup for just a second. Yeah, the Ruby is really good if you save up your coins and get this one. The Ruby's still going for pretty good money too. I think you'll be happy with it. But, you know, totally up to you. It's to each his own. This one came with a handful of badges. I got them at 59,000 MT. And we'll flip them over, see what they had put on them. I haven't put anything on him yet. But he's got quite a bit of upgrades. I think it comes with like 9 or 10 badges already. So you put 3 or 4 more on him. And we'll just go through. He has some shoes on him right now. 3-point shooting is A+, which is big. And he's got hot zones from the center to the right. So plays really well. Handles well, passes well. Seems fast. Yeah, I would definitely do that. That's what I kind of did it reversed. because Fresh Enough City recommended I wait for the be coming out because it might drop a little bit on the auction house. So I did, and I did see those Durants a little bit cheaper, so I bought one. Then I listed my Ruby. So that worked out pretty well for us. I think he'll stay. I do see him and Draymond, John at each other sometimes. And I hope that doesn't drive a wedge and force Kevin to head to Washington. He is from the DC area. I could see him bolting for the Wizards if he's unhappy. The thing is, if him and Curry stay there in Golden State, they have a chance to be a dynasty. That's not going to happen with the Wizards. So it really depends on if he wants to get some rings and build up his name up there with some of the greats, or if he just wants to be happy and not have a teammate that challenges him to make the correct play. Draymond's great at times, but he can also probably be a little grating to play with and be around. So we'll just see how Kevin reacts. I expect him to stay, but nothing will surprise me. I didn't expect him to come in the first place. Jimmy gets us a dunk. We got David Lee, Kenny Anderson, and Amethyst. Jimmy Butler. Curry with a fadeaway launch. It's off the front rim. Get it over to Kenny Anderson. Kick out to Jimmy Butler. And that's right through. Yeah, I don't see him going back to OKC. He doesn't get along so good with Westbrook now. I think the fans would probably forgive it, even though they're mad now. But those Cleveland fans, they forgave LeBron when he came back. And then sure enough, he delivered a title. So I think fans are always happy to see a good player, no matter what the circumstances are on their squad. But I don't think him and Westbrook could coexist now. Oh, wow. Kedwin Ramos with the fire pulls. 2 diamond hardens. I haven't pulled a diamond all season yet. I haven't been opening a lot of packs here late. But that's impressive. And also got the Amethyst Curry. I have that Amethyst Curry. I like it a lot. Seems like he lays it up a little bit more than the Ruby, where the Ruby would dunk it sometimes, but he shoots better. Doesn't take so long for the meter to fill up. So as these Warriors get better cards, I keep getting them because I'm a homer and I like to play with my guys. So I even have that Ruby Draymond, and I keep trying to convince myself that I should keep it in the lineup here and use him. And we're rolling right now against the Supersonics, 8-1. And Kedwin, I don't know if you've seen it. I know you guys are all into 2K, but I have the post there, and there is a code for Sapphire Paul George. You get to keep that card. It's not just a limited use. It's his moments card. It's not bad for like this mode, this blacktop mode, and nothing else. You could always just sell it for the quick sell coins. That's going to be good till the 28th. It's there in my post or my updates, whatever it's called here on Twitch. So anybody that plays 2K, take that code over to the locker codes and get your free Paul George Sapphire card. If you don't already have it, just get another one. Quick sell it out if you don't want to mess with listing it. I'm sure the value is really low because everybody can get it for free right now. Oh, good idea. You got it before they deleted it. I tried to get that pink diamond Kevin Love code to work. They tweeted it out tonight at midnight here on the West Coast. By the time I got to it, it was too late. They had given out all they were going to give out. They said they will send out more codes later on. Oh, and you're only playing on the weekends? Well, I mean, you can always wait to sell it. You can do whatever you like with it. If you waited to sell it, it may go up in value once that code is expired and people didn't get him. We launch with Jimmy. It rattles home. get the rebound off the miss. We're rolling right now against the Supersonics. Kick out to Kenny Anderson, and it's green and good. The Paul George code doesn't expire till the 28th. The Kevin Loves, I think those are just for a limited time. Like just a certain amount of users can run in and get it, and then it's gone. So we're going to try to elevate and dunk. He's got other ideas. He packs Jimmy Butler. Jimmy turns around, sets his feet, launches, and misses on the closeout shot. But that George should be there the rest of the month, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully they won't adjust it and make it a limited time card. Because right now it's an actual full use card that you can sell or auction or do whatever you like with it. Kenny Anderson tries to dunk. Curry blocks it. Smash just keeps going. We're in great shape, but this guy's still fighting. Give him credit. He wants to stay in here and make it a game. All right, so we get it to Kenny Anderson. We're trying to get that defense pulled out of the way. Anderson with the mid-range, and that's a green ladder. Oh, so you're not on the Twitter. You know what, buddy? You don't have to have a Twitter account to just go to their page and view it, though. So you can go to NBA2K's page. Let me pull it up for you. And I'll paste it into the chat. I'm sure you can find it yourself as well, but I try to help out whenever I can. So here's 2K's Twitter, and if you can bookmark it on your phone or laptop, whatever you're accessing the internet with, you can still check that out and see what's going on, whether you have an account or not. I believe. Let me make sure. I'm going to go into an incognito window and see if I can check out that Twitter stream. I don't think you have to be a follower to get these codes. Yeah, you don't have to follow or have an account. You can just check out 2K. Wait for them to post another Kevin Love Valentine card, and hopefully you'll be one of the lucky ones to get in there and grab him. Oh, I stream just about every night, Kedwin. I've been real steady since I started. Oh, excuse me, guys. Since I started streaming, I'm on just about every night. I don't think I've missed a night. The only thing that happens is sometimes the baby's upset, so I get on late. But I'll be here. Oh, that's no problem, buddy. I mean, you can just check it when you're home. Maybe you'll be fortunate enough to get in there. I was home when they posted it here at midnight, my time, and I didn't get into it fast enough. It's just one of those deals. Maybe you're sitting by the computer, or they post a tweet and you'll jump in there and get it. Certainly not life or death. It's a limited time Kevin Love. It's not one that you get to keep permanently. But the Paul George you do get to keep for your account. And Kedwin's got school coming up here. I think he's in the Eastern time zone, so he's up early checking out a little Twitch. Appreciate you coming through and spending some time with us before school. We get Damon Stoudemire. We got Sean Marion up right now. And we get Wilson Chandler, so we didn't get a great draft that time. I think that Love is limited time. I could be wrong. What they're saying is limited quality locker codes for. So you might be right. That might be a permanent card. It doesn't look like it expires from the card art, so that's pretty cool. People are replying on Twitter. They said they put it in within 10 seconds and they didn't get the card. So I got a feeling you're going to have to jump on it really, really fast. Oh, from Puerto Rico, but in North Carolina. Okay. Yeah, you're right. It's not that Onyx, so I think it'll still be there. We're playing the creepy guy again here. We're going to get a look at his away jerseys. He's got that ruby Kenneth Fareed. Those are really cheap on the auction house right now. And he misses the dunk with that diamond. I think it's McAdoo. Here goes Fareed. Nice little shake and bake, and he gets the dunk. This guy's team is We Will Find You. He's going for creepy factor 100. Damon Stoudemire. He got past his man, but he got it blocked. And he's going to dunk on us. Yeah, I don't mind if you want to hop in the party chat with us. I don't know if that will broadcast through or if we'll just be chatting with each other, but yeah, feel free. I usually have the party chat going so my opponent doesn't hear me doing play-by-play as Elvin Hayes dunks it on us. Damon Stoudemire's got it to the Matrix. Out to Wilson Chandler. We pump fake and set up Stoudemire. Stoudemire's got a slow release, and that's going to rattle out. This guy's wanting to dunk everything with these bigs. And Hayes with the turn that rattles out. Yeah, that sounds good, buddy. Maybe we can even get together and play a My Team match or something if you like. The weekends sound like they're better for you, so I'll be here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, barring something weird coming up. If it does, I'll try to put a post if anybody checks out the stream when I'm offline, so they know. But I should be here nightly. So Hayes dunks it. Hayes is kind of a handful for us. Trying to defend on him with Wilson Chandler. Bit of a mismatch. We're going to try to use the Matrix to create our own mismatch. Kicking it back and forth. He's yo-yoing on us with Fareed. We just have to shoot it because the shot clock was almost expired. Little mid-range jumper's no good. Wilson Chandler pulls that rebound for us. So we got a gold and an emerald. This guy was able to draft a diamond. And right now, he's giving us a hard time with that diamond player. He gets the block with Hayes. Over to Kenneth Fareed. And the Granimal backs this down and dunks it home. So we're down a couple points, trying to find a nice rhythm here offensively. It's Wilson Chandler launching, and that's off the front rim and out. Chandler is cold. He's getting smashed on defense. Hayes is a tough draw for the shooting guard. Stoudemire, we'll see if he can play make, set up an open shooter somehow. He runs out, slams into Sean Marion. I'm pushing buttons. I'm trying to steer him around with the analog stick, but Marion just lost his mind and fumbled it out of bounds. That's how strong Kenneth Fareed is. We hit Marion back door. Defense is there. This guy's doing really well. Playing better this match than he did the last time we played him. We get a launch with Marion from the corner, and we cut into his lead. I've had actually 2 pink diamonds before. I think it was Kobe Bryant teamed up with my pink diamond, Isaiah Thomas. So that's the best draft I got for Blacktop. And it was a close game. I did win it. I was thinking, man, I better not lose with 2 pink diamonds. And that rattles in and home. I've played over 1,000 matches though, so I think if you just play that much, sooner or later it's going to happen. I play because I'm out here with my son while my wife gets some rest. He's going to be 4 months old in a few days. I may have already told you this. but that's why I'm out in the evenings here in California playing so many games. Just taking care of him, letting her sleep, and entertaining myself on Twitch and Xbox. So we're up by 1. We will find you giving us a tough match and trying to give us nightmares before bed with that avatar. He launches with the center. That guy's got range too. Impressive. Elvin Hayes. We draw the defense. We try to kick it out with Stoudemire. It gets deflected. Would have had open shooters. He's trying to throw a lob. That's not going to work. Marion, he's guarded by Kenneth Fareed. Marion's a bit faster. They get back defensively and slap it away. This guy's doing good. Disrupting us on offense. Damon Stoudemire and Marion converge, but it's not going to work. He throws a lob. That's going to be a fast break for us. Here goes Chandler. And his save sets us up for a dunk. And Beanstalk's here. I thought he just had other things to do, but he was having problems with the internet. So we got the whole Aussie crew in. Beanstalk, Walking Canoe, and of course Chaos. Good to have the 3 amigos here all at once. Canoe's tired. He was doing his soccer practice a while ago. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but the baby had a hard day today, so I didn't get to get into FIFA, but I do plan to get into some FIFA practice and avenge myself. I played so poorly in front of the FIFA stars. And Elvin Hayes can step out and shoot threes. That is a impressive big man. As he gives We Will Find You the lead. I just left him out there thinking, oh, it's a center. He's probably not going to shoot it with him from out there. Well, he did, and he made it. So we're tied at 12. I'm learning slowly but surely. Australian internet is not that good. Disappointing to hear because Australians are awesome, and I like having them around, talking to them, getting to know these guys as we do our thing here on Twitch. He throws a lob. We don't pick it up. Hayes carries on. Oh, everything's good with him. Yeah, took a break to feed him a little bit ago after the Madden games, and it was good that we went out of Madden because sure enough, he woke up right after. But he's doing well. Thank you for asking. He's getting big, and he crawled about a foot today, which is the most he's crawled. He just keeps one shoulder down and pushes with his legs, but he's learning. He's getting there, so hopefully he'll be crawling around and then running around playing sports. First thing I bought him was a golf set. So he has a junior golf set, and he has a little plastic golf set as well that has Charlie Brown and Snoopy on it that he can swing in the house and hopefully not injure any of the animals. So I'm looking forward to those days, but trying to enjoy these ones as well while he's really tiny. And he gets it out to Hayes. He was going to launch for the victory there. 2-pointer with the center. We closed out, got the steal. We got Marion in the corner trying to blow by Fareed, and Fareed gets back. It stops us from getting the layup in the lead. That was a disappointing turn of events. Thought for sure Marion was going to hammer that in. Instead, he lays it up and in with Vinnie Johnson. Yeah, I don't know cricket to teach him anything, but I'll probably have him playing t-ball and baseball here in the U.S. But cricket, I'm starting to hear it's the sport to play and follow in Australia. And he tries to dunk it on us for the win. Wilson Chandler gets a hand in, keeps us in this game. We have not lost at all tonight on 2K or Madden. We'd like to keep the win streak going, but like to and get to are different things. as Wilson Chandler misses the wide open look. He gets it into Hayes. We're trying to wall him off, and that's the ball game. Oh well, there goes the win streak. It was a heck of a streak. We'll try to start a new one right now. Wilson had that open look, just didn't knock it in. We needed the green light release. Back to the drawing board. So here we go. We flip it over. We're getting points. We don't care about that so much. Let's get back into play. We don't have a lot of coins for sniping. We got Amethyst Ray Allen up as we get in a few more matches this evening. It's a gold card. It's Matt Bonner. Yeah, that is what Chaos was saying. Cricket is the #1 game in Australia. We don't have any organized cricket around here. In fact, I don't know how any of the scoring works, but now is a good time to learn that I have some Australian friends here, so I need to see if there's a cricket game for Xbox. Maybe I can learn that way. And we're searching for matches, and we get one. Maybe it's the same guy. If it is, it'll be a tiebreak game. We're 1-1 against each other. We got Love, Bonner, and Allen. So we got 3 shooters. It's a different opponent this time. He's got Zach Randolph, Dick Barnett, and Thaddeus Young. When is the Ashes? Is that coming up pretty soon when Australia and England play? Or is that already passed recently? We're playing against the Chiefs. It's Killa 24T. He's on the handle. Out to Zach Randolph. That was a nice little spin and make with Zebo. Allen with a nice pass to Bonner. And we're on the board as well. This guy's got custom uniforms. They look pretty good. And he seems like a good player. He drove right through there. Got the dunk. So we got our work cut out for us. Ray Allen's on the handle. It's over to Bonner. He's not defending. You can see his user defender was young. He was just standing there like he had no batteries in the remote control. That's fine with me. He goes for the high degree of difficulty, spinning jumper. Doesn't hit it. We got Bonner wide open. He's got a quick release. We're late on it. And we missed, so we got to snipe it quick with Bonner. Kind of like Robert Ory. This guy's trying crazy shots. I feel like he's sandbagging me, and he's going to play really well when he decides he wants to play. Ray Allen's open. We'll just step back and launch it. It's green and good. Kidwin is back. This guy's just going nutty with the spin shots. Don't know what that's all about. We get it out to Bonner. And that rattles out. Love pulls the rebound out to Ray Allen. And Allen can't hit. He's wide open. That's not acceptable. Turns it over to us. Don't know what this guy is up to. Seems like he can play pretty well. But he's not really trying. At least not yet. So we'll see what that's all about as this progresses. Connor the Greatest says that we need a new mic. Well, maybe we do. If you'd like to leave a tip, Connor, I'll be happy to spend it on a mic as we wait for our opponent coming to the front court. I do talk a bit quietly because I have a little baby here who I'm trying to keep asleep. He knocks it down from deep, and it's 5-4. Seahawks and Chiefs. Love from downtown, and that's going to rattle home. And we get it to Ray Allen. That's knocked through. And we're up by 5. Chiefs just seems like he's trolling. Don't know if he's trolling us or trolling himself here. Playing a very odd game late in the evening. Pulls down his miss with Zebo. We slap it away with Kevin Love. We wait for Allen to join the front court. Out to Bonner. And we knock it down from the corner. I don't know, but I have a feeling Connor might just be here to troll. That's alright, we're happy to have him. We don't care. As long as he doesn't start cussing up a storm, then he's got to go. Love not able to hit it. This guy just stands and waits with the ball for a bit. Make Kevin Love fall down as he runs out the clock for no apparent reason. Seahawks and Chiefs. Chiefs not feeling very competitive tonight. Here goes Ray Allen. Zach Randolph gets in the way. He's a mountain of a man. And he's going to stop that from going in. Allen feeds it into Bonner. And we just can't wait for this one to finish. I love to win, but not really this way. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just being a clown. I think he wants to see how crazy a shot he can make against us. We got Bonner spaced out. Defense comes over, and it rattles off. And he's going to wait in the backcourt, see if we can't slap it away. We do, and he picks it up with his other defender. And the shot clock's about to run out, so let's not foul him. He launches from half court. Yeah, I don't know what this is about, Beanstalk. It's just like, why waste your time and my time and not even try? It's fun to get the victory, but yeah, I could at least try. Now I gotta pause it because the party chat ends. So I'll be right back. Don't really want him to hear what we're saying. Yeah, definitely. We want competition, and it's not fun to lose a tight one, but you know, if you get a little adrenaline going and you get into it, it makes it a lot more fun. If I wanted to practice, I just head to the practice arena. So I'm just trolling him back a little bit, making my defender fall down. And he knocks it in from the corner. Maybe that upset him a little bit. I don't know. Still doesn't seem to be trying too much here defensively. We get it out to Ray Allen. Zebo ran out there, so maybe he's going to try the rest of the game. We'll see. Here's Randolph in the corner. That's not going to go. We got Love open for the victory. And that's the ball game. So Connor stopped by just to tell us we need a new mic. Didn't add anything else to the chat. Good for Connor. Thanks, Chaos. No, all I've done is I have my teaching credential for golf. United States Golf Teachers Federation. I worked at a golf course for about 5 years in my youth. So I am certified to teach, and I've played numerous amateur competitions. My handicap was plus 1.2 at my best when I was playing all the time. So golf is my background, but I didn't play on the PGA Tour or anything like that. And we got Clay is Bay up next. I enjoy just making up my own play-by-play. Obviously, it's something different. I don't know how many other people do that here on Twitch. Usually those Twitch streams I've turned into, it's like some kids screaming on the mic and every other word is a profanity. I try to just keep it clean, so if there's any kids stopping by, I'm not corrupting them or teaching them anything they shouldn't hear. So I know they can hear it anywhere else, but they won't hear it from me as we draft our club. I coached a couple of the high school teams when I was teaching golf, and that was really fun to work with kids. The youngest one I ever worked with, he was 5 years old, and he actually played really well, so looking forward to golfing with my son. But I don't want to be like Earl Woods and really pushing him into it if he's not interested in it himself. But golf's a lot of fun. It's fun to teach it as well and see somebody get better at their game. Yeah, I'm just trying to have my own little niche and do something different. I've mentioned it before. I don't know if you were in the stream whenever I mentioned it, but I'm looking for some weird masks and hats. So if I want to go on the Connect on video, it'll just look different too. Don't really care to sit there and broadcast myself. I'm just a normal 36-year-old guy. So I just do my play-by-play for now. When I find the right looks, I'll pop up in the corner there, and you guys can laugh or comment on that. But I'll try to do something original and different here on the stream. We're searching for a match. It's getting towards 4, so this will probably be the last one I play. Depends how fast it goes. If it goes quick, we might finish out with Draymond and reset the lineup. Seems like when we get to this stage of the evening, it takes a long time to find an opponent. And I don't want to play the guy we just played who didn't even try, so hopefully we don't get paired up with him again. We got Gil Goodrich and Josh McRoberts. And Clay is Bay. I'll beat Chaos to typing it out because I know it's coming. And his mama named him Clay, so that's what I'm going to call him too. Haha, there's Chaos. Alright, we got a match. Let's see who it is. I hope it's not Chiefs again. If it is, I guess it's an easy victory unless he decides to play. And this is the guy with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air logo. He's got Quentin Richardson, Isaiah Thomas, and DeMarcus Cousins. All right, so he's got the Laker uniforms. It's Ging Nation. I've played against this guy a few times. Or Ginga Nation, not sure how he pronounces it. that DeMarcus willing on McRoberts. We foul him at the rack. Sure thing, Canoe. Boogie is able to hit that. We had good defense on him. Well, for me, it would be golf, although I know it's not the most glamorous deal to be number one in the world in golf compared to, you know, probably soccer would be the best for worldwide recognition. At least that's my opinion on it, as that's a huge sport just about everywhere. But just because I like golf and I've grown up with golf, I would love to have been that good, to have been the best player in the game. Man, I think it's really hard to know how it affects people. It seems like the guys that are driven to be number one in any sport, they have to have a bit of ego. Like Michael Jordan has ego, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi in soccer, and you can mention any guy from any era that was probably the best of his era. And some of them are more humble, that aw shucks deal, like Peyton Manning. But really, I think Manning's whole deal is kind of an act. He thinks he's the best, and he has an arrogance about him to prove that. And that's in the NFL. And same thing with like a guy like Brady. Brady has a chip on his shoulder from being drafted so low and barely making it into the league. And the guy just competes like nobody else has done before him now with the 5 Super Bowl championships. And the guy's 39 years old. He's older than I am. And he's still out there setting records and being a dominant player. So I think there is a bit of an arrogance. I don't know that it has to go to your head where you're snobbish to fans or think you're better than somebody. I don't really think playing any child's game professionally should give somebody a right to be a jerk, but it certainly happens in sports. The guy I really like is Roger Federer. It just seems like a really cool guy. Got a nice personality about him, and he's still winning majors in tennis at an age where a lot of guys have already retired. So yeah, I think to answer it as best as I can, as succinctly as I can, you probably have to have a bit of an attitude to get to be that good in any sport. Whether you present that to the media or not, you still have that belief in yourself that you're better than anybody you step onto the field against. Yeah, I agree about Peyton. I was not a big Peyton fan. He did some bad stuff in college against a female team doctor at Tennessee. But Peyton likes to play the humble Southern kid role. But his dad was an NFL quarterback. He grew up very wealthy. Peyton's probably not somebody who would stop and give most folks the time of day if he saw you on the street, unless he's promoting nationwide insurance or something that he has a sponsorship of. And this guy's taking it to us with the DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has all 4 points for Ginga Nation. We draw and kick out to McRoberts. McRoberts has a really quick release, and we're able to hit from downtown. And I would even take it further that I think that applies to your top musicians, your politicians, even your top businessmen and women. There's a certain arrogance or belief system, whatever you want to describe it as being the best in their field, and that drive to dominate, to get the accolades, whether they do it with a politeness about them, or they have that prickly personality like Tiger Woods would have. Tiger, famous for being really cheap. He did training with the Navy SEALs in San Diego here in the U.S. with our military. And those guys took him out. They let him parachute, do all kinds of stuff with them, launch rockets and all, like the whole day, doing exercises with Tiger. And then they had dinner afterwards after they had spent quite a bit of money to set up that day for him. And he expected them to pick up his tab. There's an article on ESPN about Tiger Woods. And there's just something about a guy that has that many millions hanging out with just regular military guys, expecting them to pay for his dinner. That kind of tells you what you need to know about some of these top athletes. And you guys are making good chat here, checking out. I don't know who Ben Chris is, so I'll have to check that out. And my son is waking up a little bit. Sounds like he's got hiccups. So I will probably wrap it up here after this match. Unfortunately, gotta launch it with Clay as the shot clock was getting low. If he gets real loud, I will chat with you guys, but disconnect the mic to any questions that are asked. Try to give you a thoughtful and good answer to anything. I don't know about that. I don't think it's been really different. The sums keep going up, but I think it's keeping up with inflation. People used to complain about, like even Babe Ruth in American baseball in the 1930s, which is almost 100 years ago, making more money than the president. So I think it's just now there's a little bit more endorsements, but I think the inflation is part of it. I think that much money is hard for like a young guy that doesn't have much financial savvy to just come into out of college or out of high school into millions. And that's why you see a lot of athletes end up broke, because they don't have any idea how to manage it. They didn't come by it by working for it or being financially shrewd. They're just getting it off their athleticism. So I don't know that it's too much, but I think it's probably too much for some of these guys to handle at a young age, or even at an older age, and if they squander it. A lot of boxers completely broke after a career of fighting, and then they don't have other skills, and they end up with concussions and brain damage, and kind of a sad state of affairs. Now UFC is getting to be quite a bit bigger than boxing, so I suspect the same thing will happen with the UFC fighters. McRoberts has it. We're in a tough little match here. Try and turn that corner with Goodrich. Runs out of energy. Call for a screen. Clay to Goodrich. He's got an open lane. Off the window and through. Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. I was thinking it was an athlete I didn't know about. Maybe an Australian star in cricket. I do agree with Chaos's point that they deserve money, because these owners of these franchises are just raking in the dough. So players deserve their share as well for the entertainment. If the fans are going to show up and spend the bucks, it's good for the players to get their share of it as well. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of UFC. I have a brother who's really into it. I grew up with boxing being the top sport as far as mano-a-mano battles, but UFC's kind of surpassed it here in the US. And I couldn't even tell you who the heavyweight champion is anymore. And my son's starting to fuss quite a bit, guys, so I'm going to hop off mic and talk to him a bit as I finish up this game. If there's any questions in the chat, I'll be sure to answer them, as I will feed him and try to snipe a little off the line when this wraps up, and say goodnight to you guys. But I will be disconnecting the mic now. Appreciate you guys all being here. and hanging out with me this evening.